Hey guys, I'm going to be reviewing the Hiphone, not the iPhone, the HI phone. Now, box is pretty small, as you can see here. On the box, which I don't really think you care what it says on there. All you really want to know is about the phone. Well, at least I know that's what I want to know. Now, that's the main menu screen. Shows a bunch of different things. Some of them don't even work. The lock screen looks just like the iPhone. Now note, with this phone, you saw the clock. It's 3 in the morning. Alright, it's not 3 in the afternoon, because when it gets to 3 in the afternoon, it will show 15 o'clock, because you cannot switch it out of army time. Alright, I'll start with the good things about the phone first. The look is pretty nice, not too thick, pretty thin. The weight's not even that bad. Texting is pretty easy once you get used to it. It also, like any normal phone, it will notify you when you get a call, so it's easy to view right away when you get a text. Standby mode I thought looked pretty good, just like the iPhone. Shortcuts, pretty much that's what I use with the phone all the time, which is phone book, write SMS, call, and MP3 player instead of saying iPod, but shows an iPod. The phone book, pretty standard. Shows a sub-menu screen first when you open it. You gotta click into browse so you can skim through them all. Write SMS, pretty simple. Open it up. There's your keypad, or you may open it up. It will show the numbers. All you do is push star, and it will open this. And then on the right side, you can push ABC and get the keyboard. Not too hard. Next is call. Looks pretty much like the iPhone. Easy to dial. Alright, so you don't have to worry about screwing up as much because the buttons are bigger than most phones. The MP3 player. Now, if you've seen the iPhone and you've seen the MP3 player, it looks like the iPod's MP3 player. It has the cover flow. It has all kinds of different features. You can change the equalizers to sound different for each kind of genre of music you listen to. This is the screen you get, and that's the only screen you get. There's only two buttons on the top. One tells you your play mode, which you can change to track. Play one track, track once, repeat all, shuffle repeat, shuffle once. Okay? Then the right one, it looks like a book, shows all your music. Alright? Now, with music, it's pretty... The only thing that I thought was good about the music section, besides being able to listen to your music, would be you listen to a song, you can go like that, it changes. Alright, we'll start off with the menu. On the menu, you have SIM, useless icon, does nothing. It just tells you no service, which I have 3 bars right now. Call log shows you all your calls that you've received, missed, dialed. It will tell you your cost per each call if you have a prepaid account or you pay per minutes. Notes is pretty much memos. You can leave any type of memo in there. There's messages for SMS, MMS, voicemail, and cell broadcast. Multimedia, you can play your music, play any recorder, like anything you've recorded, any movies, videos, everything pretty much in there. And you set up your Bluetooth in there for some reason instead of settings. Camera, you can pick camera or handy cam. Folder pretty much shows you everything you've saved onto your phone. That's viewable on it. WAP. Now this is a problem. This is the submenu in WAP. WAP does not work with T-Mobile. you will not get it to work. I spent an hour on the phone with T-Mobile trying to figure out what the problem was, and then I also searched forums, which no one that I know of has said that they've gotten WAP to work. Some of the bad things about this phone would be the Bluetooth. I noticed if you're listening to music and you have your Bluetooth set up, if you get an incoming call and you accept it, your music stops and it says you've answered the call, but you cannot hear anything through your Bluetooth, which I've noticed is a problem. The rest of the icons on this are settings, calculator, calendar, and dual SIM. So you can switch your SIMs with that. It says SIM 1, SIM 2. Your calendar does nothing, shows you the date, which is pretty useless. You got a calculator, which I guess could come in handy. And you have settings, which I believe I already said, which are here. They did pretty good with the detail of making it look like the iPhone on the main menu, but the submenus aren't very detailed, don't look very iPhone-like. I guess I'd say they're just plain screen, same background on every single one, not too detailed. I think that might be it. Oh, one more problem I just thought of. You're looking at a picture. Alright, here I'll open up a picture. Alright, this is a picture of just a person, very multi-pixelated. Like, you can't really, you think it might be just my camera, but no. It's actually, the picture is this multi-pixelated. The only thing that I thought was cool about if you're viewing pictures is you can turn it from side to side and even upside down. And still, it will go right side up. Same thing with movies, you can turn it on its sides. You can't turn it upside down, but let's see why you need to. And I'll give you one more look at the phone, let you see it. On the back it says Hiphone, Bluetooth, and innovation changes the future, technology, communication, freedom. Multi-touch handwriting. Alright, that is pretty much it. Here's the top. See your little standby button right there. There's a speaker on the bottom, a speaker on the left side, and on the right side is your USB plug-in to charge it. The phone looks really nice, has some okay features, but I would not say it's worth $200 if that's what you're paying for it. Not at all, because there's so many bugs in it right now that you can't even really run that many things. If you have the alarm on and you try to make calls and you have service, it will say no service or call forbidden, which you need to go into settings and turn off your alarm. That is probably the only bug that I found that actually happened to me, but there are lots of forums online that are telling everyone that there are more bugs than that. Alright, this is my first video of the review. Next video I will go into more detail and show you more things that the Hiphone does and show you some of the bad things that it doesn't do, that it says.